captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Man. Friday, baby. What the hell we doing out there? Some great games last night. First of all, first and foremost, I guess. Shout out to Notre Dame. Went out there and took Penn State down to the wire. 27-24 win for the Fighting Irish. They await the winner of Ohio State, Texas tonight. That will also be a good one. Man, still got a feeling Texas has a bigger chance than the world thinks. I like Texas tonight. I admit it. Hook 'em, baby. Anyway, beautiful slate of games last night. Purdue proved a point in New Jersey. Michigan State proved a point in Lansing. We will recap all things college hoops from last night and a preview. I got my Saturday's numbers here. Got about 20 games for you on Saturday. I'm going to give you my numbers for and one bet tonight plus money. If you know the show, if you know me, you'll understand. I almost spoiled it just now. I'm not going to do it. Oregon, great comeback last night. But man, I want to talk about Duke. I want to talk about North Carolina. North Carolina, even with all their struggles, 4-1 right now in ACC play. I forget who they play this weekend. They got a fun one though. They got a prove-it game this weekend, if you ask me. But how about Michigan State last night as well? Showing that they are elite. 4-0 now in Big Ten play, 13-2. They beat Washington 88-54. And it was never, ever, ever close. 10 minutes into the game, it was 16-1. Washington, 13 first half points. Michigan State, 42. 88-54 victory. Hey, Washington, go join the WCC or something. There's a true welcome to the Big Ten from the Spartans, baby. Tom Izzo. I don't know, man. I think you're leaving after this year and you're not saying something. Great coaching job from him. He spent a little too long talking to Danny Sprinkle. I was like, hold on. He's trying to pass down all his wisdom. Give us one more year, Izzo. Anyway, Purdue, also a huge win over Rutgers. We'll talk some Big Ten basketball. Look at some conference numbers. Captain by a hook, baby, with the red beard. Presented by Stare Down Sports. Stare Down Greatness. I'm Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Friday. In the words of Ice Cube, today was a good day. Gonna be a good day. Always a good day when you're healthy. That's for damn sham. Damn sure. Duke's minus 1,000 right now. to win the ACC. North Carolina 16-1. They're a half a game apart. Duke's 5-0. North Carolina's 4-1. 16-1 for North Carolina. I mean, all they gotta do is beat Duke and win as many games as Duke. They're only one game back. I might think about that. See what happens on Saturday. Marquette's now minus money in the Big East after Villanova took down Connecticut. Speaking of Villanova, they're 20-1, and they are on fire right now. I don't know how consistent they can be through the next 2.5 months. But Marquette minus 115, St. John's plus 325, Connecticut plus 400, Creighton 12-1, and then Villanova 20-1. Villanova can play with anybody. It's going to come down to their games against Marquette. Right now, every team is going to come down to their games against Marquette. But Villanova at 20-1, North Carolina at 16-1. Some long shot numbers right now. I think they have a chance. Same thing with Kentucky, 18-1. I know I've been screaming Kentucky all year, and they looked bad the other night against Georgia, but still 18-1. Auburn's now minus 115 after everybody. Tennessee, Florida, Kentucky took a loss this week. Old Miss now plus 4,000. If you listen to the show, I gave them out about 6 times at 30-1. What's up, Rex? And even Georgia, 125-1. Some long shots in the SEC. Big 12, I don't know how deep you want to go with these long shots, but Kansas at 10-1 definitely showed us this week that West Virginia lost. Probably not going to happen again. They seem locked in and focused. I think that's exactly what the doctor ordered. That's what they needed. Kansas, alive, blowing teams out. They're 10-1 right now. Arizona at 8-1. I get it. They're kind of doing the same thing Kansas is doing, but Kansas is the better team coming into it. Arizona's dominating Big 12 play. We will see. If I had to bet anybody right here in the Big 12, it'll be Kansas right now. Houston and Iowa State, their numbers about right, plus 120, plus 160. But if you're looking at any long shot in the Big 12, just take Kansas 10-1. Man, every conference right now has a minus money. So early for teams to be minus, especially in conferences like the Mount West and the Big East. Utah State is 135, minus 135 to win the Mount West. Man, Utah State. I don't know if they should be minus money. San Diego State plus 450, New Mexico plus 333. It's gonna be one of those two. New Mexico or San Diego State. Oh, I think they played each other this Saturday. Gonna be a damn good one. Can't wait for that. Memphis minus 500. I think, yeah. The A10. This is the fun one because who the hell knows? Uh, I got Rhode Island at like 15-1. They're now 30-1. St. Bonaventure's 6-1 right now. VCU and Dayton both plus 175. I like St. Bonnie's at 6-1. About the only other team I would really jump on. Hoping Rhode Island gets their ish together, but I don't really have my fingers crossed in that one too much anymore. If you want to go against Gonzaga, perfect time to do it. Washington State plays them this weekend. Washington State's 30-1 right now. If Washington State, for some reason, somehow beats Gonzaga, um, you know how the thing will flip. And St. Mary's 10-1. Gonzaga hasn't been blowing anybody out this year. 30-point favorites, winning by 13. I think some of these top teams, San Francisco, Washington State, St. Mary's, uh, somebody's gonna get them, but I hope not, because I got Gonzaga like minus 200. It's minus 1,400 right now. So, rooting for them. But that's a few long shots you can look at in these conferences. I didn't even mean to talk about that. But hey, it's Friday, baby. Having some damn fun with it. Let's recap last night and then jump into the weekend ahead of us. Oregon, come back. Came back like they left something. 73-71 victory for Oregon. Man, Ohio State was in control of that game the entire game. Last 2 or 3 minutes just gave it to Oregon. Oregon took it. Ohio State gave it to them as well. Kind of went cold down the stretch. Michigan State in East Lansing gave Washington their true welcome to the Big Ten. Washington now 1-4 in the Big Ten. Danny Sprinkles first season there. Michigan State, baby, 4-0, 13-2 on the season, 88-54. Uh, put a whooping on them. Jaden Atkins, 20 points. The kid is special. Michigan State this year is special. In the words of John Rothstein, baby, buy stock now. I didn't see any Big Ten lines up. That's what I was really looking for. But for them to win it all, I think they're like 4-1. Michigan State plus 6,000 to win the championship. Get on it while it's hot, hot and ready. Uh, but I like them in the Final Four real quick. Let me scroll down real quick. So make the Final Four. Michigan State 12-1. That's the bet I like the most. If I was gonna bet any future right now, Michigan State. If you can find them, I didn't see it on this book. For them to win the Big Ten, I already got some money on that. I think I got them at 13-1 before the season. Sure, I gave it out to y'all. Purdue-skis, the Boilermakers, they went and took on Rutgers. Rutgers now 1-4 in Big Ten play. Rutgers breaking my heart. Ace Bailey, 17.7 rebounds in the loss. 8-8 now for the Rutgers. Purdue improves to 12-4, 4-1 of the Big Ten. Man, please. Rutgers really is breaking my heart. I wanted to see these kids in the damn tournament, but there's still a chance, and that's what I love about college basketball. They can still get hot on March 3rd, end up somehow winning the Big Ten tournament and going to the Sweet 16. They're that talented, but man, 8-8, 1-4, definitely not going to get in unless they get really, really hot, really, really fast. But you only scored 50 points at home against Purdue, 24 points and 26 points in each half. That's not going to win you ball games. I didn't watch this game, but from what I've seen from records, the ball movement lacks. Sure, there was another game. Louisiana Tech finally first conference win. I got them at like plus 200 to win the damn thing. They're like plus 800 now. Probably plus 3,000. Grand Canyon. They tried. Down 10 at the half. Came out valiantly. Valiantly. Came out valiantly. I'm just messing with y'all. Grand Canyon came back, got it close, got it within one at one point, and then just could not seal the deal. Ended up losing outright. Utah Valley 2-0 now in conference play. They are sitting high in the top of the conference. Who would have thunk it? Utah Valley. Oh snap! I didn't even catch this. Pacific, to be specific, took down Washington State late last night in overtime behind. I got to get this kid's first name real quick. He deserves Lamar Washington Jr. from Portland. What did he do? Put up 40. Got his team the victory. Pacific was 5-13 coming into that game, 0-4 in conference play. They were taking on Washington State, who was 3-0 in conference play in the WCC and 13-3 on the season. They went to Washington State on the road, and Lamar Washington dropped 40 points, 6 assists, and 5 steals, and got the win. Shout out to Lamar Washington taking down Washington State. Excuse me. See, man, that's why the numbers like that. I get it. Santa Clara, they were supposed to be good. I said they weren't going to be good. They might be good. 3-1 now in conference play, 11-6 on the season after having a slow start. They won in overtime as well. 1 point victory, 82-81 over the Oregon State Beavers. In San Francisco, the Dons beat up on a poor Portland. 14-4 now for the Dons, 4-1 in WCC play. 81-72 victory for the Dons. Do some old school radio reading. How you love that. Anyway, let's look at Saturday. Give you all these Saturday numbers, and then we'll come back to Friday night. Got a great one in the Big Ten. The mighty Bruins taking on Maryland, baby. See where I stand in that one. Captain by a hook, baby. Look at these Friday numbers real quick. Wipe my eyes. Man, nothing like a Saturday full of college basketball. Notre Dame, they're taking on Duke. Duke average win over their last, I think it's 8 games. 21 points, 22 points, 21.222, something like that. Duke, take them. Minus whatever the hell they are against Notre Dame. Um, minus 18, minus 19, minus 20. I'll take them up to that. Hopefully I can get them minus 16, minus 13. But Duke, average win of 21. I'll take them to beat Notre Dame by above that average. 22, 20, 23, 24, 25. I'm gonna probably stop it at 20. If I can't get it at 20, I'll ignore it. But I do like Duke to win this thing, not only by double digits, but by 20 something. Illinois, they're hosting USC. Illinois is on bleeping fire. Give me Illinois minus 11.5 at home against a average USC team. Illinois is 12-3 now on the season, 4-1 this year in Big Ten play. They are definitely elite. Big Ten's got some elite schools. SEC's got some elite schools. It's going to be the clash of the Titans come March. Louisville takes on Pittsburgh. Give me Pittsburgh at home minus 2.5. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Louisville steals that one. That's a coin flip game for me. But just at home, I like Pittsburgh minus 2 and the hook. We got Creighton on the road taking on Butler. Creighton minus 4.5 on the road. I think they're rolling. They're getting healthy. Give me Creighton a minus 4.5. Auburn, where they at? Auburn minus 11.5. They're taking on a South Carolina team still looking for their first SEC win. Auburn. I think they improved to 5-1, 15-1. I think they go to 3-0, and I think they cover 11.5. I think they win it by some teens, 13, 14, Pauline, Crawling, uh, Auburn, 11.5. San Diego State's taking on New Mexico. Oh, 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 oh. New Mexico, 5-0 right now in Mountain West play. San Diego State 3-1. Both of these teams 3 losses on the season. New Mexico in the pit at home might be. It's definitely top 5 home court advantages. Give me New Mexico -2.5. It's gonna be a fun one. Tune it in. College of Charleston, baby. Give me them -10.5 against a 3-win Monmouth team. College of Charleston, they've been good to me this year. Give me them to cover. They're 3-0 in conference play. -10.5 on College of Charleston. Iowa State taking on Texas Tech. Give me Iowa State -4.5. UConn, Georgetown. I'm just rooting for Georgetown, baby. But give me UConn -3.5. That's the number. But I am rooting for Georgetown for my Marquette futures. Probably not going to bet that game regardless. I'm just rooting against UConn the rest of this season. As much as I loved them the last 2 seasons, and as much money as they've made me, I'm just rooting against them at this point. Um, Maybe I'll come back to them in the tourney. We'll see what happens. Kansas, baby. I think they keep on rolling. Kansas -7 in a hook on the road against Cincinnati, who has done nothing. Nathan, nada, but lost. 0-3 in Big 12 play. Give me Kansas. They're on a they woke up after that West Virginia loss. Kansas -7.5. Almost dropped my pen, but I caught it. Memphis, baby. They're hosting East Carolina. Give me Memphis -7. You could take that up to 9.5. I think. Think they win by double digits. Memphis 76-62 numbers I got. Memphis, but I'm looking for like -7, -8. Clemson -3 and hook. They're at home taking on Florida State. Give me Clemson -3.5. Florida, baby. SEC. Florida. Go into Arkansas. They gonna holler at your boy. Who's your boy? John Calipari. 0-2 in SEC play. Florida. Give me them -5.5 on the road, taking on Arkansas. Tennessee. Tennessee -8. Forget who they play. Oh yeah, they're on the road against Texas. Give me Tennessee -8. I don't think they lose 2 in a row. I definitely don't think they lose to Texas. Could be wrong. This is a game I probably will be cautious of taking. I probably won't bet it. But I got Tennessee -8 as the number. Houston on the road to Kansas State. Give me Houston -16.5. Houston wins this thing by 20 something. Georgia hosting Oklahoma. I do not think. How do I put this? I don't think Georgia's going to be more than 500 team, but I think they'll be damn good at home this season. Give me Georgia -4.5 against Oklahoma at home. I'll be fading them on the road for sure. Old Miss, they're also at home. They're taking on LSU. Give me Old Mississippi -6.5. Hosting LSU this weekend. Rhode Island on the road against Rich who? Rich what? Richmond. Give me Rhode Island, baby. Prove something to me. Give me Rhode Island 5.5 -5.5 on that. And then we're gonna go Villanova. Where they at? On the road against St. John's. I'm gonna look to take Villanova plus anything. +5, +7, +3. I'm gonna see if this Villanova rolling is real. It's in Madison Square Garden too. Who doesn't love playing in the Garden? Villanova plus anything. Probably be on the money line as well. Alabama 13-2. Texas A&M 13-2. Both of these teams very, very good. One of them is going to walk away with their first SEC loss. Give me Alabama on the road minus 2.5. I know. What? Texas A&M. They win by 20, huh? I know. I know. It's one of those crazy games. Indiana on the road taking on Iowa. Indiana minus 2.5 on the road. No, Indiana minus 1.5. Sorry. Alabama minus 2.5. Indiana's under them minus 1.5. Indiana minus 1.5 on the road taking on Iowa. And then Kentucky. I'm taking whatever they can give me. Money line. Pick 'em. Minus 2. Give me Kentucky just to win this damn game against Mississippi State. Man, I'm hoping that Georgia game is their wake up call and they too wake up like Kansas and just go on a tear the next 2 months. Washington State. See, I didn't realize they lost last night to Pacific. Makes me even more excited about this Gonzaga game. I thought they both was going to be 4-0 coming into this game. But Washington State 3-1, Gonzaga 4-0. Washington State, I'm taking the plus money on the money line. Fingers crossed and just hoping. Gonzaga, like I said, they haven't been blowing teams out. They haven't been good. Washington State's from the Pac-12. They are used to playing against big name schools. It's not like Gonzaga's their big brother. They just got here from playing Arizona, Arizona State, Washington State. They're ready for this. Gonzaga, give me Washington State plus money on the money line and plus whatever the damn number is. Utah State, they're at home hosting Boise State. Give me Utah State minus 3.5. And then we're going to go Arizona at home against Central Florida minus 5. And the last one for Saturday. 9 o'clock game, St. Mary's, baby, minus 16.5 on the road at San Diego. Go fight Niners, man. It was a good night last night. That's Saturday's numbers, baby. Let's look at Friday night real quick. Uh, I got 1 or 2 games I want to talk about, and then the one bet for Friday night hoops. Let me get back to the games. There is Merrimack playing at 10 a.m. I just like betting Merrimack. Probably not going to do it today, but they're minus 2.5 on the road, minus 135 on the money line. Just because it's at 10 a.m., the old me would definitely have bet this money line just to have something to do at 10 a.m. on a Friday. But no, no. Minnesota, baby. They got the greatest shooters in the history of college basketball. Minnesota taking on Wisconsin. Wisconsin laying 13.5 at home. Minnesota plus 13.5. Of course, I'm joking about the shooters. They hit three late threes Monday against Ohio State for nothing, just to lose by 1 instead of 9. So we could cover. Now at 13.5 on the road against Wisconsin, I'm not gonna do it. But I don't know if Wisconsin beats them by 14. Minnesota plus the points would be a bet for me. That's the only game other than the bet I have that I really have my eye on tonight. Not a lot of games tonight, but a few fun ones. Of course, you got the Ohio State Texas game. I think I'm gonna be on Texas money line there as well. Speaking of vets, let's get to the one I got. Yes, sir. Man, y'all saw the Mick Cronin speech. If you listened to the show yesterday, you heard the Mick Cronin speech. You telling me UCLA didn't have the best practice in the world on Thursday? You telling me that these kids about to sit on a plane from Los Angeles to Maryland and they not sitting there thinking, this man called us soft. They gonna come out and show something. They gonna show the world. UCLA plus 185. Saw that plus 195 last night. Yeah, you know the rest of that story. UCLA on the money line, baby. Let's get it. Captain by a hook with the red beard. UCLA, baby, on the money line. And we're going to go hook 'em. Hook 'em horns on the money line. Have some fun tonight, baby. It's Friday night. Captain by a hook with the red beard. Presented by Stare Down Sports. Stare Down Greatness. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love and the support. I'm Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful Friday. It's the 10th day of the year. Yesterday or 2 days ago, I said it's crazy. It doesn't feel like the year just started 8 days. Feels like the year started 3 months ago. But then today it hit me. It's already been 10 days. Cheers, flying. No, I'm kidding. Have a good one. Take all these waiters at your own risk. And please, please gamble responsibly. See y'all boys on Monday. And gals. Guess there's some gal gamblers.